Everything in your life seems to come easily just because of your father's name. Clubs are calling you on their own. Big opportunities are being laid out in front of you. But at the very same time, you constantly have to hear insults, mocking, and even cruel jokes from your own school friends. And all for one reason: your father's crimes. This is the strange, double-edged reality of a young footballer's life. His name is Robson Junior, son of the legendary Brazilian player Robinho. Robinho's name needs no introduction for football fans. Once celebrated as the magician of Brazil, his dribbling, footwork, and movement were mesmerizing. Neymar himself admitted that Robinho was his idol. He even had the privilege of playing for a giant like Real Madrid. But tragically, as brilliant as he was on the field, his poor choices and crimes off the pitch ultimately landed him in prison. Being the son of such a father is both a blessing and a curse. Robson Jr.'s story is filled with this strange contradiction. In the light of his father's name, because of Robinho's legacy, many doors opened for Junior. Big European clubs are tracking him from Brazil itself. After all, who wouldn't want the son of a legend? He also got the chance to play for the famous club Santos. From the outside, it may look like a dream life, but the reality is very different. In the shadow of his father's crimes, Robson Jr. constantly hears taunts and bitter remarks. Even his schoolmates didn't spare him. Jokes, insults, whispers, these became part of his everyday life. And yet, he had nothing to do with his father's crimes. He's just a teenager dreaming of making his own name on the football pitch. But the world keeps reminding him of his father's mistakes. Think about it. Youth is supposed to be the happiest time of life. But what if every day you were forced to live under the weight of your parents' sins? How difficult would that be? Neymar's shadow. Here's an interesting twist. Since Neymar grew up idolizing Robinho, in Robinho's absence, Neymar has taken on a sort of responsibility for Junior. Sometimes even the media and clubs mention Robson isn't just Robinho's son. He also has Neymar's backing. That's both a blessing and a burden. People assume he's progressing only because of his father's name or Neymar's support. But the truth is quite different. Debut through his own merit. Many believe Junior got into Santos' senior team just because of his father's reputation. But the reality is he climbed through the academy system, step by step, proving himself at every age group. His promotion was earned through skill and hard work, not privilege. That alone shows he isn't advancing on his father's name, but on his own sweat and dedication, challenges and dreams. For Robson Jr., the greatest challenge is to prove himself, to be recognized for his own talent, not for his father's. That's why he wants to be not only a great footballer, but also an educated man, so he doesn't repeat his father's mistakes. Although European clubs are calling, he isn't ready to leave Brazil yet. He says he first wants to grow in his own country, at Santos, and only then move to the world's biggest leagues. A lesson for all of us. There's an important lesson here. Fame can bring glory, but a single mistake can turn that fame into a burden for one's family and children. Robinho's crimes still haunt his son today. Yet Junior is learning how to grow stronger by carrying that burden. Santos is a club with a rich legacy, home to legends like Pelé and Neymar. And now Robson Jr. wears that same jersey. If he can keep developing, keep working hard, maybe one day he will wear Brazil's famous yellow shirt. So, will we one day see Robinho's son rise higher than his father ever did? Time will tell. But one thing is certain. If he succeeds, it will be entirely because of his own effort. As fans, we must remember, every child has the right to build their own future. Why should they be dragged down by their parents' mistakes? Robson Jr.'s story is a reminder for us all. He has fame, talent, and opportunity, but ahead of him lies the toughest test of all, proving himself, creating his own name. Maybe in a few years, when we hear his name again, no one will call him just Robinho's son. They'll recognize him as Robson Jr., the new star.